What's up guys, welcome to Musical Scootering. Today I'm going to be assembling my new Custom Pro scooter and I got all the parts laid out, so let's get into it. Starting it off at the top, I got some native emblem grips. Coming down to the bars, I got some Affinity Basic T-bars in black. Down to the headset, I got the Vault Velocity 2 headset in black. Coming down to the clamp, I got the native Orca SES clamp in black. Onto the fork, I have the native Versa fork in black. Moving over to the wheels, I got Proto Sliders full core wheels in black and silver. Moving over to the grip tape, I got some Undialed Lit logo grip tape. And last but not least, I have the native Kai Saunders Sondesi signature native Advent Refined deck. And now that I've covered all the parts, let's get into the build. So starting with the grip tape, I'm going to take the fender off so it's easier to lay the grip tape on the deck. Alright, now that I got the fender out, I can move on to working on the grip tape. Alright, so for the grip tape on this scooter, I'm actually thinking of doing something a little bit creative. So I'm going to start by cutting the grip tape right down the center. Perfect. What I'm thinking for the first part of this design is to put the grip tape somewhat like this on the edge of the deck. So the next part of this will be I cut this at an angle and then this will go back here on the scooter deck. This piece is going to go back here like this. And I'm going to start cutting out this corner so that the dog can be seen through my grip tape design. Alright, so now this piece is ready to be put down on the deck, and I'll move on to the next piece. Perfect. Using the same angle from the last piece that I cut out, I'm going to try and match this piece up with what I just put on the deck. Now that I got it all cut out, I'm going to start to apply it onto the deck. And now I'm just going to throw on the last piece of grip tape. So now I'm going to grab my Allen wrench and start scoring all of the edges. Now that that's all cut down and looking pretty nice, I can finish scoring the grip tape and then I'll be able to cut the edges off and you'll see the finished product of the grip tape design before we get into the rest of the build. I found a razor that may be a little sharper than the last one that I'm using. This is important because if your razor blade is too dull, you're not going to get as clean of a cut on your grip tape, and in turn it's not going to look very good. Alright, so now I'm going to start getting around the welds of the head tube or the down tube. I'm going to do that by running this Allen wrench along the edge of the welds just so that I can get that scored. Now that everything's scored, I'm going to go along the edge of the welds and cut them around where the grip tape is. I think I'm gonna take some grip tape now and go around the edges. With doing that, my edges won't peel up as easily as they would if I hadn't done that. That would be the grip tape for the scooter, and now we can move on to the rest of building the scooter. Alright, so the next step would be to punch out the brake holes and then get them cut. Alright, so for this I'm probably just going to score around in circles with the Allen wrench. Alright, so I can start tightening my fender bolts back in. So what's up guys, the grip tape took me a bit last night, so it's a new day and I'm gonna get to work on finishing the scooter. So I'm gonna work on putting the back wheel on right now, and then I'll get to the other stuff after that. So I got the wheel, got the right spacers. I'm just gonna start by loosening the back axle. Okay, so I got the rear axle off with the dropouts and the nut, so I can now put this back on. I'm putting the back axle back on with the spacer and the dropout, and then I'm gonna face the letters away from front side because I like to grind front side, and that'll keep the graphic on the side of this wheel from rubbing off too quickly. Alright, got it on. Alright, and then the other side of the dropout and the nut. Okay, so now I just have to tighten this back up and our back wheel will be secured. So now that I got the back wheel on, I'm going to work on putting the headset and the fork on the front of the scooter. I now have the fork and the headset on the scooter, and it's now time for the SCS to go on. This goes in here, and I put the compression bolt in with it so that this tightens down into the fork and therefore compresses my headset with the head tube. I got the spacers in the fork. Now I'm gonna put the wheel in between with the letters going the same direction. I'm gonna put the axle through, boom, and then I can start to crank it down. I can work on getting the bars on the scooter, and then it'll be time for grips, and the thing will be complete. I'm almost done. Alright, I'm gonna put the shim in the clamp, and then make sure it's lined up, and then I'll try to put the bars in. Perfect. So now that I'm out here, I can align the wheel with the bars to make sure that I am riding straight when the scooter is complete, and start cranking down each of these clamp bolts. You're gonna want to do these about a quarter to a half a turn each. So I'm just going back and forth. I usually go 1, 3, 2, 4, and then repeat. And just like that, I'm just going to be putting the grips on my bars using the air compressor. Start by putting the end of the grip on. Grips are secured. Now all I have left to do for the scooter is to put these aluminum bar ends on. It's a 4mm bolt. I'm going to start by putting them in the end of the bar. Boom, baby, it's complete. Thank you guys so much for watching my custom build. I've been anticipating this for a long time, and I couldn't be more happy with the outcome. This thing is super cool, and I can't wait for you guys to see me riding it in future videos. I also have some more build videos coming out featuring like the other pair of bars that I got and such. So be on the lookout for that by subscribing, and thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.